Instead, I watched and waited. The next morning, sure enough, right before leaving, she slipped the ring off and tucked it away in her purse. "Have a great day, babe," she called, the door closing behind her. I sat at our kitchen counter for a long time after she left. We'd been together for 3 years, lived together for 2. I thought I knew her now. I wondered what else I might have missed. That afternoon, I called my buddy Eric, who works in the same industry as Melissa Corporate Consulting. "Man, that's not normal," Eric said bluntly. "I know plenty of married women in the field. No one's hiding rings for professionalism anymore. This isn't 1962. "That's what I thought," I replied. "Look, I don't want to put ideas in your head, but you might want to dig a little deeper," he said. I didn't need any encouragement there. That evening, while Melissa was in the shower, I did something I'm not proud of. I checked her phone. Never done that before. Always respected her privacy. But the ring thing had shaken something fundamental in my trust. What I found was worse than I imagined: a separate Instagram account I didn't know about, a Tinder profile active as recently as last week, and text conversations with men, including Keith from the office. That made it clear she wasn't just presenting as single, she was acting single. I took screenshots of everything, emailed them to myself, then put her phone back exactly as I'd found it. When she came out of the shower, I managed to act normal somehow. For the next 2 days, I lived in a state of cold, calculated fury. I didn't yell. Didn't confront her. Every evening, she'd walk in with that ring on her finger, kiss me, ask about my day, and I'd pretend everything was fine. All while planning my exit. On the 3rd day, I made my move. I waited until she left for work, ring tucked safely in her purse. Then I packed my essential belongings, loaded them into my truck, and drove to the bank. See, I'd been saving for our wedding a separate account with $42,000 set aside for the venue, catering, honeymoon, all of it. Melissa knew about this account, but she didn't have access. What she didn't know was that last month, I'd added her name to it as a surprise. I'd planned to tell her at dinner that weekend and give her full access to the wedding fund so she could book whatever she wanted. Some surprise, huh? At the bank, I closed the account completely, every penny back into my personal account that she couldn't touch. Then I drove to my buddy Mark's lake house. He agreed to let me crash there until I figured things out.